Happy Monday. It's another week, another chance to get it right, another day that God has allowed us to see. And so with that being said, let's get into our affirmation. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Yeah, your girl's tired. And I know you're probably like, why every week her hair is in a different hairstyle? First of all, it's alright. Second of all, I like trying new things. Third of all, I'm finally gonna get my hair done this weekend, and it'll be consistent. My hairstyle will be consistent for a couple of weeks, months. But anyway, today's affirmation is God answers prayers. And I was led to that from what happened yesterday for my family. My daughter, she got baptized in Jesus' name, and she was saved. And it made me realize that, God really does answer our prayers. It seems like at the time that it's like futile, that nothing is not going to come to pass. But seeing her be baptized and seeing her grow as she has grown the last month has been tremendous, and it assures me that God, He does answer prayers. He will answer your prayer, but it's in due time. And it's in the due time that we be like, bruh, I'm sick of waiting. Where are you at? When's this gonna happen? So yes, today's affirmation, God answers prayers. That's coming from 1 John chapter 5, verse 14. And y'all know I'm an Amplified Classic chick, so that's the version we're going with today. It says, and this is the confidence, the assurance, the privilege of boldness, which we have in Him. We are sure that if we ask anything, make any request according to His will, in agreement with His own plan, He listens to and hears us. So what I take from that verse is, if you are sincere and if it's in alignment with God's will for your life, it will come to pass. I always knew my daughter was going to be baptized. I just didn't know when, because I also know that God does not want any of us to perish. It's not in His will that any of us perish. It's not in His will that any of us go to hell and spend an eternity in damnation. That the hell was never meant to be our home. We had that choice to make it our home, but it was never meant to be our home. So I knew she was going to be baptized eventually. I had no idea when it was going to be. There's other prayers that I've been praying constantly, not to bug God, but I'm asking. And I know that if it aligns with the will, with His will for my life, it will come to pass. And I say all of that to say, don't give up. Keep praying. If it's something you want, keep praying, keep trusting, keep believing, keep doing your part, and God will do His part. Continue to show up for services faithfully. Put your all into it. Do all that you can. For a lot of people, we are the only walking Bible that they see, and how we live out our lives, they're looking at that. Sometimes in most cases, we're the only Jesus they see. And if they see us constantly negative and evil and spiteful and gossiping, why would they want to follow Jesus, right? Why would they want to live for God? I'm not about to live for God and how she or how he be acting, and they said they live for God. No, I'm not doing that. So don't give up. Don't get worried in well-doing, because we're going to reap a harvest. You're going to reap a harvest if you faint not. We have to remain strong in due season, in due time. That is when our character is being built. That's when our faith is being built. And that's when God gets the most glory. It's not necessarily when you finally do break through, because you will. It's what you learn in the middle of what's going on. It's what you learn in the middle of the storm, in the middle of the test, in the middle of the trial, in the middle of the affliction. Learn the lesson there, and it just makes the breakthrough that much more sweeter. I used to say, with every blow, there's a chance to grow. So with every time you get knocked down by the enemy or life in general, use that as like a learning curve. Don't just go through the season, grow through it. Like there's a lesson to be learned in everything. And I know it sounds I've heard this, it sounds like, you know, been or done that, same old, but it is same old because it's true. Like the more you live and the more you experience things, yes, life is going to knock you down. Yes, you are going to have hard seasons. Yes, trials and stuff are going to come. But if you pray and you pray earnestly and you pray honestly and you don't give up and you pray consistently and you show up and you do your part, God has no choice but to do his part. When you get to that point of desperation, my bishop was saying last night, with the woman with the issue of blood, it's not the fact that everybody else was touching Jesus and stuff. It was the fact that she touched the hem of his garment in faith. That's what it takes. Faith is what pleases God, not us doing good works and stuff like that. Faith is what pleases God. And so I say all of that to say God answers prayers. He answers prayers, y'all. I have been praying for years for my child to be saved. For years. Did I know I was going to wait years? No. I figured, I prayed about it. A couple weeks later, it would happen. No, it did not. It took years. But I never gave up. And I stayed consistently praying for her, going to bed, going down the hill with my little water pistol, charging the enemy, binding him up that he's not going to have my child. And sometimes that's what we have to do. Like, you just have to get bold with your faith. You just got to, like, let the devil know, like, hey, you think you're going to win this, but you're not. Okay? So, whatever it is, whatever you're praying for, as long as it's in God's will for your life, it is going to come to pass. So, have the assurance in knowing that God answers prayers. And that was from 1 John chapter 5, verse 14. I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a very, very, very blessed week. Peace.